welcome to our 54th video session. We're really excited to have Samir Ranjan on the call today, but before we get started, let's share a little bit about what video sessions are and what we're here to do at Impaction. So Impaction's mission is to actually expand the pool in the social impact space. We host events like these, weekly video sessions, to hear from entrepreneurs and people who are in the social impact space, do good in their local communities, and then we tie those people to real jobs in the social impact space. So yeah, video sessions are a way for us to hear ideas and solve challenges for real world social entrepreneurs around the world. We have around 1,300 members across 50 countries in our community, and we're always looking to grow and learn from each other. So thank you so much for everyone for joining our call here today. That's enough about Impaction. Let's just introduce ourselves and in 2 sentences or less, and we can move forward with the presentation. So I'll start with myself. I'm Shivani, the CEO of Impaction. I'm based out here in Chicago, Illinois, and my background is more in education policy. Bora, do you want to go next?
Yes, good afternoon. Good morning still, sorry. My name is Borlachi and I'm the project manager here at Impaction. I'm based off of Dallas, Texas, and then background is nonprofit marketing and education.
Belle, do you want to go next?
So my name is Maribel Rodriguez and I'm the founder of Love for Immigrants. It's a support group for immigrants. And we do a lot of storytelling and exhibits. So that's a little bit about me, and I'm an educator as well. And so I'm excited to hear everybody's thoughts today.
So today we're learning about how to keep your business up and running during the pandemic from, I think it's NTX Inno's 25 Under 25 entrepreneur, Samir Ranjan. Samir is an innovator working with data and analytical solutions to develop businesses around the world. He started pro bono consulting to help businesses use data analytical solutions to leverage solutions that are hidden in data for better marketing and operations. He created an application based on ticketing system that can be used by businesses to attract customers without affecting their safety during a pandemic. He's a graduate from UT Dallas. Also, Samir, Bora is in Dallas as well. So you guys, yep. So he is a graduate student at UT Dallas with consulting experience. He has worked with mining companies, education startups, healthcare markets for automation, analytics, and solution delivery. So Samir, thank you so much for being with us here today. And do you have anything to add to your bio?
That was my complete bio, and thank you so much for this warm introduction. I guess I can start from here. So I'll just share my screen. So this is the biggest challenge right now, like how to keep your business up and running during pandemic. And yeah, like we all have been at our home since last, now say 7 months. And this has impacted our business in a way that we can't even imagine, or which we have ever imagined. All the plans of 2020 have been ruined by this pandemic. But where there's like, if there is some problem, there is always a solution. So today I'll be presenting some solutions. So first thing is like just to get to know like how much business got impacted due to COVID-19. We know in the US, 99% of the market is with the small business and they employ half of the US workforce, which means if we close these businesses, small businesses, half of the US population will be on the roads because they won't be having any kind of job. So being said that, it means that if the small businesses have to be in the running phase, they need to have a cash reserve, which they don't have usually because they are small businesses. They don't have good loan facility from the bank, and other aspects. Also, during the coronavirus pandemic, when it started in the April and May, 2 million workers reported that they don't have any job within a week. And this started like a startup depression, which means that there won't be new companies coming in the market during this pandemic. And it makes sense because you don't have money to invest in something new. uh, we know hospitality, travel, these were the two biggest industry which got impacted by COVID-19. But let's not forget, there were many other industries also, like retail market, like small convenience stores. Those also got impacted due to this COVID-19 because, say, customers are not really in the mood to go to those shop and get affected by COVID-19. There were other industries also which suffered as much as these industries, like manufacturing and construction, because right now there is not much demand of a car rather than a PPE mask. So that's how the industry is working right now. But being said that, there is a solution to keep your business up and running during COVID-19. But first of all, we should know what customer wants. So a customer wants a sense of security, security in terms of pricing, security in terms of market freedom, security in terms of political freedom, and most importantly, they want a security from, in the recent time, from COVID-19. They appreciate and approve PPEs. They love social distancing, and they want a freedom to choose the product which they want. Apart from that, like, this is what the customer wants, and what your major competition is. There are these online service giants, like Amazon is there, eBay is there. There are n number of businesses which are going online, and they are taking their customers there, which is making their life easier, as well as they are keeping their business up and running. Apart from that, there is this new technology which is emerging. I'll talk about it in a bit, but let's see. What do you have as business? You have a legacy of a service and product. You have ideas. You have provided quality service to those customers who used to come to you, and which made a customer base for you. So you used to have a pool of customers who will regularly visit you, or who will do the grapevine conversation for you, and attract more and more customers to your shop or to your product. Again, in the recent time, what customer wants, they want sanitization. Not just the sanitization of the shop, but the sanitization of the product. They want the sanitization of the price also, because if no one is earning any money, how they are supposed to pay a huge sum of money to a single product. Apart from that, they need approval rating. Now, approval rating is something which we don't talk about a lot, but this is something which is very, very important. You don't buy something from a shop which you don't know. You buy something from shop about which you know something or everything. This is something which the new businesses or the existing businesses have to keep in the mind. They have to improve their approval rating day by day. Apart from that, technological involvement. We say that this is the new generation where everything is online. Right now, we are talking through an online medium. Maybe 10 months back, we would not have thought that this might be possible. We might have be doing it face to face. But right now, this is the new normal. And the new normal means there is more technological involvement. We want, like, customer wants a better service, because this is the high time when we have to improve our service. Then only we can get our customers to come to our doors, or to at least order something from our product range or service range. Now the online involvement, uh, for example, when the customer used to come to your say shop or your organization, you used to talk to them, you used to crack jokes with them. This is something again which you need to do, but on the online portal. And trust me, it is much more easier than doing it in front of a person, because you get a time to think on your content, and you can come up with something which can promote your brand. Say when McDonald's launched themselves, um, they used to they have this clown figure. Now the clown figure doesn't do any much thing for the McDonald's, but it's something which we always remember. This is something which is involvement. Now we have to make it online also. There are many portals on which we can do this. So let's go ahead and say why we need to keep our business running. Now this might be like a very stupid question right now, why we need to keep business running, because we need money. We can't lose much more clients, and if we can't keep our business running, we will plunge into depression for sure. I did a very basic calculation, like a two customer profit system, I call it, where say two customers are coming to your say shop or a service center, and they're making a $6 profit a day. In year, you'll be making around $2,000 profit. But if you close that business, you won't be getting any money out of it. So this is something which any business should have like in their back of their mind, that they have to keep the business running. They might not be earning too much, but still they'll be earning something which is greater than zero. So let's go ahead and see how to keep the business running. This is the most important thing. 2 weeks back, I visited a restaurant, and they were doing this. They had this hand thermometer, and they were taking temperature of all the customers entering inside their shop. Now, temperature is something which fluctuates even during the COVID also. So this is not an important parameter to test every time. But since they were testing each and every customer, it invoked a sense of safety. It invoked a sense of belongingness in the system inside me, and that was happening with the other customers also. And when I came out of that shop, I like posted about that shop. I talked about like with my friends about that shop. And definitely people might consider, if they're thinking that okay, let's go out and have dinner, they might consider that restaurant because they know that okay, this place is safe because they use this thermometer. Now next thing is invite customers via social media. There was this report according to which the social media and the broadband use has skyrocketed during these lockdown times, or say work from home times. This is something again very important, to invite our customers via social media, because there is no other way you can go to each door. Like I don't think like handbills still work, because no one reads that. But if you get a meme, or if you get something message on your WhatsApp or Instagram or Facebook, you just have a glance at it and then you go ahead with it. But that glance or the 1 minute screenshot in your mind, that keeps rotating in your mind. And whenever the next time you're thinking of buying that service, or thinking of visiting to that shop, the first thing which will come to your mind is that image, and you will go to that shop. This is how a meme work, because it's a derivative from the word gene. Gene is something which is embedded in our system. That is how the meme works. It also gets embedded in our system, and we tend to buy things which we find funny, which we find relatable. Now, the third thing is personalized messages. Why this is important? Because you might have lost few customers because they might not have visited you in months. But when they feel connected with the business, they feel that okay, this is something which we should do. We should always go there. uh, if I need a car service, I should go to that person only, because they always send me some messages, they always give me some kind of offer. And it should not be very general, like hey all. It should be hey David or hey Martha. Like the person's name should be there. It should be very, very, very personalized. Now, if someone comes to your shop, uh, we need to welcome them with the humble notes. And notes, I mean, like, give something. Give them a card written, okay, thank you for choosing our service, something like that. Sensitivity works at this time, because we all know with how much pain the world is going on, and how our business are like flooding blood right now. But if we can get our customers to sympathize with us, we can get them um, involving more and more money with us, and that's how we will involve our customers in like nowadays, so that our business keeps running. uh, Now this is the age of social marketing. As I said, handbills, I don't think it will work anymore, because at the same cost or even at the lower cost, you can target a big media. This picture on the right side, uh, it says like Facebook advert, like it says how marketers use social media. It was from 2014 based survey. Right now, you can see that still all these say 8 things are still available in the world, and they have grown to the leaps and the bounds. People market too much on the Instagram, people market on Facebook, they market on the YouTube. I'll say YouTube is still costly, but Instagram and Facebook, they are very cheap, and people are marketing their product and services on them. For example, like yesterday I was looking for a shoe from Puma, and I just typed like, okay, Puma on the Amazon, and I browsed one shoe. Whenever I open Facebook or Instagram, I see ads of Puma. Now, in my back of my mind, there is, okay, I have to get shoe, I have to get shoe, but it's like Puma shoes, and mostly like 90% of the time, if I see some ad, I am inclined to that ad. I want to know about that thing. I want to know about that product, and maybe I'll end up buying that product. So it's a good marketing investment. And Puma doesn't know me personally. Uh, I don't know them, but I am still connected to them, and that's how you have to keep your business running during this pandemic. It's an investment of around $200 or say $100, and you can increase your customer base in your locality, which will help you gain more and more customers just to the social media. You can post content, you can post picture of your shop, you can post sanitization stations, you can post new products which are there at your shop, and the customer, when they'll see it, they are more likely to buy it, because it will stick into the back of their mind. And in the marketing, when we study about it, we say that there is something which we say eye level marketing, which means if we are seeing something, we are more inclined to buy something. It happens usually at the Walmart. The products which are at our eye level, we tend to buy it, and those products pay huge amount of money to Walmart, so that they can place it at our eye level. And that's how the brand works. But we are not Walmart, and we don't want to invest that big money, but we can invest small amount of money in our social media, and still those customers will watch our videos or our stories or our posts regarding our product and service on the social media, and they will go whenever they want to buy that product next time, they'll come to our shop or our service station. So that's how we do like social media marketing. My idea was a shop track system, which was more like a ticketing system. So it's like, say, you have a barber shop, you have a saloon, and someone wants to have a haircut, but he or she doesn't want to be in contact with other customers, because you don't know like who is having COVID-19 or not. So what they can do, they can like see at from what time to what time the shop is open, and the shop owner will decide the slots, like say 30-minute slot, 1 hour slot, or 30-minute slots. And you can see in each slot how many people are there in the in your shop. And if you don't want any other customer to be in your slot, you can book that slot. You can pay a little high and book that slot, go to that saloon, get your hair done, whatever you want to do there, and then come back. So this is how you can win your customers safety support, their confidence that they are not getting COVID by visiting your shop. Surely you can promote that each and every employee of your service or shop are getting tested with their temperature and are not sick. So this is how like you promote your business every day. um, my system was now like I want to take it a step further, where we are adding like more like a data analytics thing. So you can leverage, you can see like, okay, in next 1 month, how many customers are there? How can you plan, like how much workforce you'll need, how much money you want to invest in that business, and you can make some real-time profit, real-time prediction. Now, going ahead, we all have data, like anything we are doing online session also, we are generating a good amount of data right now. So how to use this data to find problems and like to find its solution. So data doesn't only give you a solution, also it will give you what your real problem is. And right now, like from this stage, I'm launching one more thing, one more product, which is complete end-to-end solution for any business. It would be a consultancy solution where we'll be using various analytical tool to come up with solutions for your business problem using data analytics. There is something like with data you can do anything and everything. You might be having a problem in your marketing department, you're not knowing like on which customer you have to target. You can look at the historical data which you had, like from where your customers were shopping, how much they were shopping, what was their demography, and you can come up with a new marketing plan. Okay, how to target this customer. You can even place your slogan, or you can place your title marketing uh, campaign with the analytics, and it's everything is machine generated, so you don't have to worry too much about it. This is something, the dashboards are very important for any business, because it's a one-stop solution for every problem. You can see how your business is performing. You can see what's your rate of return, how many customer you are retaining, what's the return in each category, how many orders you have, what's the volume. So these are some important aspects or KPIs which any industry needs to keep themselves running. This is something again which I am willing to provide in my solution. And this is something like how my firm will help you. So it will provide you data solution, end-to-end business reopening consultancy, will provide a system of visualization, predictive analytics solution. Predictive analytics is like how you see your future and how your future can be. That is predictive analytics solution. And then prescriptive analytics solution. If you are part of a supply chain, how to make your supply chain more tight so that it doesn't lose any kind of money, and you can gain more and more customers in the less amount of time. So that is something my firm will do for you, and it will be like free of cost, each and every service, because I'm willing to offer my service so that the new businesses can reopen, and the old existing business can again reopen and make some money, so that we all can be a part of this economy, and again make the system great. So this was like end of my presentation. If you have any friend, or if you have any business who needs this kind of help, please let me know so that I can be a little help for them.
Nice job, Samir. Thank you. Let's start off with some questions or immediate thoughts. Maribel, Bora, do you guys have anything to ask?
Yeah, I have a question, Samir. What trends have you noticed, like working with firms right now, or other like startups or other companies? What trends have you noticed that they're not doing correctly, or what they can be doing correctly?
So again, the thing is that right now the social media marketing is one of the things which everyone wants to do, but the thing is no one know how to do it. They all want to post their ad on the Instagram or Facebook, but they don't know how to promote it. And even if they're promoting it, they're getting some back data from the Facebook analytics or Google analytics or Instagram analytics, but they don't know how to use that analytics to come up with a solution. uh, the real problem or the trend which I have seen in any business right now is they have a lot of data, but they don't know how to use it. And there is something like there where I comes, and I'm going to like help you. Okay, if this is how your data is working, you can change your solution delivery, or you can change your product pitching in some recent ways.
Very cool. How did you start your organization? Like, what made you start it, your firm?
So I used to do pro bono consulting like 3 years back when I saw like businesses are struggling. I knew there was this one educational startup back in India. They were not able to make too much money, but their product was too good. The reason was they were not able to market it properly. So I came up with an analytical solution. Okay, um, let's pitch it to this segment of customer and see how they react. And on the basis of that demography, we will change our product pitching and will pitch at different regions. And they find it very interesting, and it helped them. After that, what happened? Like when I came here, I started like looking at new industrial problems and solutions. COVID happened, I came up with this idea where the shop ticketing system can work with different businesses. Um, for that, I got that innovator awards also. Now I'm making it up a step notch up so that because I have this analytical knowledge, I have this analytics degree, and I want to use it for the business who can't afford a business analyst in their uh, whole job. Like average salary of a business analyst is around, like, say, $80,000 per annum, and they don't want to invest $80,000. But it doesn't mean that they have to stop at some place because there are many open source application. I'm willing to teach them. I'm willing to help with them in few months so that they can learn and understand how this process works and they can come up with their own solution. So that is what my plan is, and that is why I'm doing this.
Awesome. Thank you, Samir. I think Mirabel has a question in the chat. How might succeeding as a social impact enterprise or nonprofit differ during COVID-19?
So non-profit, I guess they are the one who are playing the biggest role during this COVID-19 because non-profit, say for example, I'll talk you about a health association. Like there is this health association who are working with say blood donation, right? Uh, Everyone needs, like there are around 500,000 accidents in US every year, and people lose blood too much and they need blood. There are this non-profits who came into the picture. They organize this blood donation camps and everything. They don't have to worry too much about it because their major work comes from the social media. And if they're not doing it with the social media, they should jump into the social media, come on the Instagram or Facebook, and market themselves. They are not making too much profit on that side, but they are getting fundings. For fundings, they have to show their work to the community. And again, if everyone is sitting at their home, they're working from their home, they're investing a considerable amount of time on the social media sites also. So everything comes on the social media world, a virtual world where you have to promote your product, you have to market your product, you have to get customers from there, do something on the ground, and again, take the feedback on the social media so that more and more customers can involve with your system and they can fund you. So that's how non-profit or any other organization can work in this time. Or I'll say that I'm saying that this time, but this time will be the new reality. Uh, COVID might get over, say, mid 2021 or at the early 2022, but it won't change the fact because this virtual world will be our new habit, and this is going to stay. We might like come back to our offices, but we might not like it because this is something which we are getting more and more comfortable with. And if we'll work 1 year again from work from home, this will be something ingrained in our whole genes. And I'll say that this will become not the new normal, it will be just normal for us.
Yeah, that's going to be my next question. I think you answered it, but maybe you can expand on it. With COVID and everything, how business have shifted, and of course now a lot of new startups are. So many startups happened during COVID because everyone was at home and brainstorming and ideas were coming. How do you think COVID will affect us in the next year, or even companies in 2 years from now or in the future when we go back to normal?
COVID, I think it will generate more new business than before. People are saying that it has impacted our businesses in a way. But on the bright side, there are new businesses which are coming. We never knew that PPE market can be that big. We never knew the face mask can be a bigger thing. There are millions of face masks being produced daily. So this is a new market. So thing is, we have to be a little bit flexible and adaptable. I know a startup. They are doing this food delivery at your house. So their startup is not like DoorDash or Uber Eats, where they're going to a restaurant and getting food and getting it delivered to your house. But it is the healthy food which they are making and delivering it to your house. So this is a new business. People want to be healthy during this work from home culture time, and they are doing it. There is this resistance band culture. People used to go to gym, but now they are not able to work out. They are getting resistance band. Resistance band were in the market since last 10 years, but no one knew about it. But now, since we are all working from the home, we know about it, how resistance band work or how the different systems are. Uh, we used to invest, say, daily around, on an average, 30 minutes on Instagram. But right now, if we are frequent user of Instagram and we are working from the home, the usage time is around 2 hours or maybe 2.5 hours. We don't know it because what we usually do, we open it for a minute or two, then we close it. But again, we do it within half an hour. We do it again. We'll open it, we'll browse it for a minute or two, and this is a habit. This is something which we are ingraining. And the new businesses, there are many gaming companies which are coming with the new startups. There are OTT platforms. There are new YouTubers who are budding. So the business and the startup scenario is changing. It's not more on the product side, it's more on the service side. So I guess in the next 2 years, the more and more startups will come on the service side rather than on the product side.
Has your firm faced any challenges?
So not exactly, because concept is new, and this is not involved with making money. So whenever we provide something for the free, people are usually okay. Let's have it. Let's give it a try. So you're not facing any big problem there. But yeah, thing is, my moral is that I want to help business to again get back on their feet, so that they won't have to suffer too much. So that's what the biggest challenge is, because getting attention from these small companies who might have lost too many customers and were not like many businesses are not willing to come back in the market because they're too scared to invest any money on it. So that's, I guess, the biggest challenges right now.
Is your clientele very diverse?
Not exactly. It's still very small. Uh, But since I have experience in these three fields, I can, and data is something which tells its stories on its own. You don't have to be really smart in it. There is this machine learning algorithms are there. There is this whole data science behind any data. So you don't have to have that product knowledge. Product knowledge, you can get it from your client also, from your customer also. And with the algorithm, which they don't have, we can come up with a solution in and bridge the difference between the customer and the product which we are having right now.
I had a quick question about ShopTrack. So you said that, you know, this is a ticketing system during COVID, right? And uh, I think I've seen that some of this, you know, I don't know if it's like a license play or something, but there are already salons and barber shops and stuff where you have to reserve your seat during a specific time, and because of governmental restrictions, you wouldn't be able to have at least, you know, more than 5 people in a salon at any one point. So can you tell us a little bit about how your idea is a little bit different? Is it more of, you're providing the software behind the reserving system, or yeah, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So it's more like an app and yeah, a software system where like complete you can do customer relation management. You can have your customer data. You like they can book it. It's exactly same as how the Google has come up in last I guess 2 months back or 3 months back. They came up with this solution. Um, I don't know like I don't know like whether they had it before also or not. But when my solution came in, there was nothing of this sort, and we started it. When we develop an app, there is this problem of debugging and bugs. So we are still trying to figure out few bugs. But that system is again a complete customer relationship management system. You can backlog into it and see when this customer arrived and how much time they spent at your shop, how they like, what services they wanted, and how you help them. So that was that idea. Now, I thought to add few more things into it. It's not a complete solution. It's just a part of a solution. I wanted to make it full end-to-end data analytics process so that you can not only see which customer is coming on which day, but you can predict like how many customers you might get in the next month. Because here is something which will grow, right? It's something not like after a cut, it doesn't stop. So you know that in a month time, if your customer is visiting you, say uh, he visited on 23rd of September, then 20th August, and then came on 21st November, you know in the third week of your any month you are getting a customer for sure. So this kind of analytical work we can do so that any business they can plan it. Okay, so in the month of December I might get 30 customers. So they will know that, okay, I'll have a cash reserve of around say $1,500. So I can plan and buy my equipment around that. There might be this there might be this food delivering business or a restaurant business. They see that with that app, say 30 customers came on Saturday. Again on the next week Saturday, 31 customers came. On the again next Saturday, 30 customers came. So they know that on Saturday we get 30 customers. Their average spending is around this much. They buy our this product. So they can be more prepared. Okay, if they all buy like of 30, majority of the people bought fish or say steak, they can stock for their next Saturday with fish and steak. They don't have to worry about other dishes because people didn't buy it, and they don't have to invest on that dishes. They can restrict their cash flow on the products which they don't need. So these kind of analytical solution is something which I am going to offer with my new product.
So it's not just a ticketing system. You're offering CRM, you're offering predictive analysis. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. That makes sense. Cool. Go ahead, Beth.
Okay, so I just first wanted to say thank you for the work you do to help small businesses in America. I can't imagine what kind of dystopia, oligopoly, or monopoly we would live in if small businesses die because of COVID-19. So it's really important work, and you seem to be so knowledgeable about the subject, about how to help, and all the nitty-gritty details that some of it, to be honest, went over my head because it's really, very expert information, but important to look at and to understand. I have a question about businesses who want to maybe look at alternative ways in the digital world to um, connect with potential customers, especially considering, I don't know if you saw the documentary Social Dilemma, but it sort of highlights the times that we're living in where for the first time humanity is a commodity, thanks to social media especially and the tech industry. And mostly the bigger fear is really like the larger businesses, right, who already have customers and billionaires who already have tons of money. But if people react to that kind of documentary and decide that they to close their social media accounts, which is something I'm considering as a personal, that's not in my Love for Immigrants work. What would be other ways that small businesses can still connect to potential customers in more like a humane way, in a way.
Right. So, on the first, I'll tell you a little bit about the documentary thing. Uh, on an average size, when you post some video on, say, YouTube, people usually watch it for first couple of minutes. If they like the content, they'll watch it till the end. People don't love to watch a video more than of a 5 minute or 6 minute because time is precious and there is too much content out there, and they get distracted because um, for real, no one watches video on like full screen. They watch it usually on the half pan screen and they scroll it on the left side. If they find something interesting, they click on it. So your content has to be very, very good in order to attract customers. Second thing, uh, no one wants to cry at a video, uh, but so anything which is involved with a say emotional sentiment, the audience don't actually reflect to it. But if it is something like a comedy, they love to get attached to it. They love to watch more and more of it because in reality, everyone is suffering from something. Everyone is depressed or tense. But if they watch something really funny, they connect with that content and they love it. Third thing, how the new businesses can penetrate in the customer market, which is already predominated by the big tech giants. So tech giants, they are already facing issue because say you have a flower delivery shop, and you know that at the end of your street there was this flower delivery shop from where you used to buy this flower, and now that shop is closed. You have to buy it from, say, Amazon. Amazon delivers flower at a day gap, or say at the same day also. Same day only. But that flower shop, which was at the end of your street, that person knew you by your face. They knew what you always had, what you always wanted, which color, which smell you always wanted. They still have a connection with you. It's just that they don't have the shop right now, but they can come up on the social media, and when you'll see that shop, you'll be more inclined to buy from that shop because you know if you'll order right now, it was just at the end of your street. In an hour or two, you will get your product delivered, or within the next 30 hours, like a pizza, you'll get your product delivered. So if you want to penetrate into a new customer market, you have to be very strong on your service side, basically on the delivery side and on the product side. Delivery side, um, you have to decrease the time because, say, I want to surprise my girlfriend with a cake at 12 midnight and it's 11 p.m. and due to my lethargy, I didn't order anything. So how to do that? I can't order on the Amazon, or I don't know any shop which offer that kind of service. But if you choose your words very carefully and make a website, and when I type, okay, cake delivery right now near me, I can find your website and it says that we deliver cake within 30 minutes. I'll be more than happy to place an order on your shop rather than waiting for an hour uh, from Amazon to get the cake delivered at my doorstep. So this is the one thing where you can beat the big tech giants because they have this huge supply chain, but they still don't have very precise time where they can deliver the service. Second is product. Amazon sends the product in a box, in a big carton gray box, brown box. You can change your product packaging because product packaging determines how well your product is. You buy a bottle of perfume first by its appearance, then its smell. You never smell something and then see its appearance. It might smell fantastic, that perfume, but the bottle is in the shape of Coca-Cola. You won't buy it because it won't serve the purpose of that product. Perfumes are a symbol of luxury, and Coca-Cola is something which everyone drinks. It's not a symbol of luxury. So you have to map your product with the product packaging so that the customer, when he or she is buying something, is very sure that okay, whatever I have, it's a value for the money, not only with its service or taste or scent, smell, but its product packaging also.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think a piggyback question. I kind of hear, I think the biggest one that could help is like building your own website if you don't want to be part of like the whole social media craze, and just being really aware of how to use Google Analytics to be one of the first ones, or at least on that first page. And you're saying like make sure if you have a product to deliver it faster. Yeah, I guess a piggyback question would be, if let's say you're a small business owner who worries about the potential harms of this like addicting behavior of especially the social media for your clients or for your potential clients, um, is there even a way to do it differently, to do it in a way that's less harmful?
So yes, there is always this. There is a way where you can do something like less harmful way. Um, let's say that you don't want to build your website. You don't want to say have a different channel or use Google Analytics. You don't have to. For example, say I want to sell this phone, and this is a new phone in the market. No one knows about it. The easiest way to sell this phone is market feature against a brand. Don't name that brand and market it. You might have, like, when you visit Walmart, you might have seen there is this product with the same name, but in the star it's written asterisk in the return. It's not from that brand. It still compares it that the best anti-dandruff shampoo in the world, and in the asterisk is written it's not from the same brand. Thing is, the keywords. Keywords are the most important thing in any kind of marketing, because uh, we don't process our brain until we see it or hear it or taste it. After that, only we process our brain. Uh, Trust me, there won't be any time in your life when you have visited any supermarket and you have just bought whatever you have written in your list. You will buy something which is not in your list, and that is how our mind works. So there you have to play with the customers. Give them some leverage, like say you have this pet care shop. That's a pet shop, which is a non-profit, right? It's not a shop, it's a pet service shop. Give them leverage that um, your pet feels more home at our service rather than your home. It will challenge them, it will make them think why you are better. They'll come to you, they'll see your service, and then they'll decide whether to go ahead with it or not. Now, the thing is, when you say this big line, you have to be very good at your service also. So everything goes hand in hand. It's not like you can say anything, but you don't have anything, and again, get your business up and running. That's how this system works.
Thank you.
All right, we have time for one more thought or question, and if not, I wanted to ask Samir to close off and tell us your asks. How can our community help you?
So yeah, that was like my presentation, whatever knowledge I have about this business or system which is going right now. How can you guys help me? If you have a, if you know someone who needs this kind of help, and there, and this service is like completely free of cost, and it's not like any hidden cost or anything. So this will be like free of cost for any business who, small businesses usually, who wants to come again up on the market and put their feet on and start running. So this is some help which I'll need from your side. If you know someone or any business, just let them know that I'm there.
Awesome, Samir. Thank you so much. This has been a very informational session. I've been taking notes the whole time. I don't know about, um, we're working on our marketing side, especially. So a lot of what you said about predictive analytics in particular was interesting to us. We don't have a physical location or a shop, but it's more of a platform. So I think we might need to circle back with you and see how software or platforms can work on building their user base rather than paying customers. So I wanted to ask you that question. We can circle back another time, but thank you so much, Samir. It was very informational. Thank you.
Thank you, Samir. That was really great.
Thank you so much for having me today.
The viewers that are watching this video session, we hope that this was informative for you. Please reach out to us, and if Samir is willing, we would be happy to connect you, especially if you're looking for more of his awesome work in the data side of things and social impact. So thank you, Samir, for this video session. Thank you for everyone watching the call right now. And yeah, let's stay updated and stay tuned for next week. Thanks, guys.